So today I'm going to explain you about how we can apply the CSS on the JSS component or maybe JSS headless SXA component. Okay, so we'll just quickly create a one CSS file, or maybe I can use the existing file, CSS file. I'll just write the class and I'll show you how we can apply that CSS class. So let me just note down like what are the things like we are going to cover. So that first we'll create a CSS class, create CSS file, and write some CSS class. Second, we will assign the CSS class to the component or maybe the any tag, individual tag. Okay, next thing, like how we can add this CSS class dynamically to the any headless SXA component, headless JSS SXA component, just like a SXA styling. So this is now is a JSS SXA kind of CSS we have to apply. So for that, what I'll write, like adding CSS class to the JSS SXA component. Okay, so in it what we are going to do is first, like we'll add the style item. Second thing, we'll add the style to the component in experience editor, and we'll see the effect if the styling we are writing in this in the front end application is going to be effective on the Sitecore or in a component. Okay, so let's start with creating a simple CSS file, and we'll add some class. Okay, so if you ever have a JSS Next.js project, so this is how it looks like. So first of all, where I have to go, I'll go to the SRC section. I'll find there like an asset. Okay, I'll find there like an asset. There is a component. So in a component we used to create the component. Okay, so and in asset there like the CSS file we can add. So let me just add one CSS file. So I can just right click here. I can add like a CSS file, maybe demo style, those CSS. Okay, now we added a CSS file like a demo style. I'll add the class here. So class, maybe in the class we write like this. So maybe I'll add a text I can add like a heading color. So we'll try to apply a CSS on any of the heading in the component. So I'm adding like a dot heading color, then I write the CSS like color. Let me put some color. So font color must be in a maybe a blue, so must be a blue. Okay, next let's add a background color. So this is the class like we are going to apply in the component, and we'll see this CSS class effect are coming on the component or not. So let me write like a d, or let me write like a section bg color. Okay, so here I will add a class background color. So background color must be let's choose this one. Okay, and save it. So because the application is already running, what I can do is I can just see, or maybe you can let me just how we run, I can show you. Let me, so this way, sorry, is our JSS start connected, because we are running this application in the connected mode, so it will run like a JSS start connected. Then this front end JSS headless application will run in a connected mode with the Sitecore CMS. Okay, so let's just wait for to run the CSS. Let me just refresh the because it will run on localhost 3000. We'll see it's still running. So before that, what we'll do is we added the class on the CSS file. So this is the CSS file we have, like demo style CSS. So we have to first add this CSS file into the application root. Okay, so from where we can add, I have to just navigate to the, we can add individually on any component. We can just import this file to the any component. But for now, what we are doing is because we have to make sure that this CSS file is available on the every page. So what we have to do, we have to go to the, there is a file name like a app.tsx. So app.tsx, we can understand like something like an entry point for the application, front end application. So we'll define the class here. If we define something here, it will be that the file or maybe that functionality will be applicable to the any page or any component in the website. So let me, so how we import that, let me write like a import and like where this CSS file is inside the asset. So I have to write like assets, then slash, then our CSS file name is demo style, demo style .css. Okay, we have to make sure like we are importing the correct name. So what I can do is let's right click, rename, and copy this complete name and replace here, so that we can have the same name. We are importing the same file here. So now we imported the CSS file here. So now it's going to be applicable on every page or every component in the application. Okay, let's see if our application is running. Okay, so our application is running. So next thing is, now these are the CSS class. So I mean the JSS, whatever the component we are making inside like a Next.js component in the front end application. So I have already created one like a component, like a demo component. So because CSS file is about the heading color, so what we do is, let me just copy this class and we can directly assign that class to the heading. So this is the text, so text is the heading. So I can just, you know, this is the class, I can just apply this class like a heading color. Okay, so whatever like in this the text tag, the value is going to render, it will be appear with this class like a blue. So let's see, let me just hit save and see the effect. So I mean I don't have to refresh it, I mean because it's Next.js is a pre-rendering kind of application. So whatever we build, I mean it's reflecting the data in the build time, before the build time you can say. So you can see, I mean we applied the class like a heading color. We wrote the class like a heading color blue, and it's appearing. We added the same class here. So it after adding the class name into the component, one of the heading tag, so now the result is appearing here. Okay, so you can see the result is appearing, right? Next, let's see now the background is appearing or not. Now the background color is appearing with this. You can see there is a background for this component. So this is the background for this component is coming. So we wrote a new CSS class here. Okay, let's see. So this is section bg color, and there we are applying a color like this. Okay, I can just let me change the class name, sorry, the color, maybe me red. Let me choose green, gray, this one. Let me choose this one. Okay, so now let me apply. Okay, let me choose the different color like a red. Let's see, because it's going to hide all the things, but let's see, still we see. Okay, so let me copy this class, and because Next.js supports the class name easily, so whatever CSS class we write, we can just assign. So cause it's a background, so we are going to apply on the div. So div in a whole section. So let me replace with this, and let's see if the change is appearing or not. So you can see our background color is coming here. So I can just inspect, and we can see. Let me inspect, and let's see the section bg color class is coming. In the heading there is a heading color, CSS is applied. Okay, so this the way you can see. I mean we applied in one of the JSS component. Okay, next we'll see, suppose if we have created a component that is a JSS SXA headless component. Okay, I mean in a JSS headless XSA component, mostly we assign the class in the experience editor. Okay, because the similarly we have designed the component here. I mean we are not directly assigning any class, we are just assigning a reference for the styles. So this class must be coming from the Sitecore. So what we'll do is, whatever this class we have created here, this class will add on the CMS in a JSS headless application as an item. So let's do it right now. I'll show you. Let me go here and let me just refresh first, because we have already running this page in our experience editor. Let me just show you. So I'll click here, open the content editor. So this is our application headless JSS, where this is our application local JSS app. Headless JSS is a tenant, we can say. So this home page, this is the home page now. So home page I am running on experience editor, just I'm just right clicking it like this, right clicking it, experience editor, and it will launch like this. So now we can add, edit anything from here. Okay, so I'll show you. Let me just first create the that styling atom here. So to create the style, whatever like the style we created in a front-end application, that class we have to register here. So where I have to go, I have to navigate to the presentation. Let me go to the presentation. There you can see the style. Okay, so there is a demo style. I already created the class like a demo style, so I can add here. You can create your own like this. Let me, if you have a group of class or CSS file you have written here, so if I have to write something like a every common CSS file I have file class I have to add, so let me just show you. I'll just create a style, and I mean when beneath that style, whatever class you have added, you can just register as an item here. So let me write like a common style. Common style like this. Okay, so if I right click here, I can see insert from, then I can create a style. So what is the style? You have to, style means you have to, whatever the class name class you have added in a CSS file, those you have to add here. So because we have added in a style like a demo style, and in a demo style file we are adding two class here now, heading and section bg color. So let me add heading color as an item in a Sitecore. And so I have already created a demo style, so no need to create a separate one for now. Let me create inside it. So I'll right click here, insert, and click style. So heading color. Okay, so the value will be the class name. So class name will become class name will be heading color. Okay, I'll save it. Okay, similarly I will add this one, section bg color, this class. Let me add like a class, as an atom, style atom. Okay, so now I added, let me, so these are the style class we added, like a heading color and section. Okay, so we already have a JSS headless SXA component. So I show you on a component, this is the dtitle.tsx is a JSS SXA headless component. So let me show you here in a experience editor. So this is the component. So how I can know this is the component belong to dtitle JSS component? I have to come here, I'll see the component name is dtitle, so I can see here. So this is the dtitle component, JSX. Now we are using a variant default. So if I show you here in a dtitle, I have created two component here. I mean the default is the default one. I have created another variant like a with link. So with link is the another variant for this component. Same thing you can see here. We have a variant registered like a default. I can show you there is another component like a with link. Okay, for now let me add a CSS class on it. So how we can add a CSS class here? So CSS class to be added, what I can do is first of all I have to go to this component, the component. So if I first of all I have to click here like a tree button, you will see I have to click here, and click on dtitle component. So now dtitle component is selected. There you can see there is a style, edit style and behavior of the component. It's writing a tooltip. Okay, so I have to click here. Let me click. So it will open a dialog box where it will ask us to select the styling. Okay, so if I come down here, you can see, hey, ignore, yeah. In a styling section you can see in a demo style. See the demo style is coming there. Now we want to change the background color of this, so we have added a background color class section bg color. Okay, so let me just select it and hit OK. And so you can see the background color is applied there. And let me save. And let me show you now. I mean, this is the result before applying the background. Let me refresh. If I refresh it, so now the background color is applied there like a red, because we have applied the like in a file background color here. Okay, maybe I can write anything, brown. Like this. Okay, suppose if I don't I mean, now here dynamically we can add and edit the add and remove the styling. How? We have we have just selected the styling here, we can just remove it. So how can I do from the experience editor? I can just come here again. I'll go to the tree, I'll select the component, I'll go to the styling icon. In the dialog box it will appear, so I have to navigate to the styling section. Let me come down. There you can see bg color. Okay, let me select OK. Yeah, so you can see I have to save. I mean, I just removed the styling from the Sitecore CMS. So this is the I mean, we are assigning the styling into the component dynamically and we are removing. Okay, so now I mean, we can add as many as CSS class here, and these CSS classes will be available to the any of the component we are building, because this is the I mean the custom component we build, headless JSS component we build. I just assigned the styling here dynamically. I removed the styling as well. Okay, so anything we add here, the CSS class we can dynamically add and remove. Okay, so there are two ways to style apply. One, we can directly apply to the component or any tag. Second is in a like a headless SXA way or a SXA way, we have to add the CSS class there in a style, and there all the classes we have to list, and in the experience editor we can dynamically add and remove. Okay, so this is it for today. Thanks to all.